Welcome.
Welcome. Episode 18.
Episode 18. And it's not just us again.
We have a special guest here. I can't say, you said no politician. Elected official.
That's right.
Jerry Walker.
Give it up for
Jerry
Walker.
Give it up for Jerry. Yes, sir.
You have your host, Shawnee.
You have your host, Woo, 5'7.5", brown eyes. Yeah, I know the vibes. I ain't going to add the other one. It was kind of corny, I think. I wasn't getting too many good compliments on that one, so we're going to leave that alone.
Hey, man, Jerry Walker here. I appreciate this opportunity to kick it with you guys tonight. So.
Absolutely. We really appreciate you for being here. It's definitely appreciate you being here. We got our brother Al Amin behind the camera. You guys don't see, but you will hear.
The boss
for the Union Street podcast.
And the Shawnee Talks podcast. We on the one umbrella. What happened, Al? You starting already? What happened?
No, she saying I'm the boss, and you said yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I came to that conclusion that it's really.
I don't know what conclusion Shawnee came to, but we all know Shawnee's the boss.
Well,
we go through everything to get through Shawnee. We got to ask her before we do anything, right, Al? See?
We have a lot of one-on-one time. I would tread lightly.
We on episode 18.
We
have another special guest. This one is really, really special to us. Our own Jerry Walker in our own community, Jersey City, New Jersey, downtown. I know the vibes, right, Jerry?
Yeah,
Big dog.
Hey,
big
man,
dog, big dog.
That's big dog.
Dog.
Before we move forward, it's sponsored by Top Tier Smoke Shop.
And in partnership with the Union Street podcast.
Big Boss Al.
I don't know about all that. I ain't going to agree to that. My bad, Al. We gotta stick together.
I love ganging up on the women.
We gotta stick together. You said you were what now? You said you were what now? What happened today? Oh, today. Okay.
Got used up to my advantage sometimes.
Okay.
So, Jay, what we normally like to do to start off, we like to do a mental health check-in. So, from a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, for the week, where you would say your mental health was in. One of Woo starts, and then we'll go around.
Why Woo start?
I mean, because from that side, what's that, counterclockwise?
Yeah, that's
counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you say.
That's right.
Let's go 1 to I will give myself a 7.5. Well, no. 8.5.
Last 24
8.5.
hours.
I had a good week. I had a little hiccup, something here and there, but, got through it.
Had a good weekend, too.
Had a good weekend, yeah. We ain't gonna say that. We ain't gonna do that. I had a good weekend. Yes, I did. We ain't gonna do that. It's a lot of people listening. A lot of people don't know what my weekend was.
You the one that's dragging it. I just said you had a good weekend.
I had a good weekend.
You
I had
going
8.5.
too?
I had a good weekend. Yes, I sure did.
Okay.
I did. I enjoyed my weekend. Yes, I did.
He glowing. You see him glowing?
See, you start. All right now. Let's keep it there.
Well, my mentals at this point is, I would say about 7, 8 right now. You never could be a 10. You always got some things going on mentally, right?
Absolutely.
So it's about between 7 and 8, I would say.
Okay.
And I had a good weekend too. Fellowshipping with the neighborhood guys, trying to bring some peace about the community. So it was a good weekend for me too as well. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a normal week for you.
Yeah, which is true.
Fellowshipping with everybody, doing stuff in the community. We gonna get into that though. What about you, Sean, bro?
At 8.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. Well, no. I feel better today. I stayed in all weekend. I caught up on a lot of rest. But working 3 jobs is not for the weak.
Oh, wow. 3 jobs.
It's not for the weak. I'm happy for the flexibility. I'm happy for the flexibility, but yeah, I was exhausted.
Yeah. I haven't seen you. I'll let you live because I know you're working, 23 hours a day?
3? How you?
Yeah.
The flexibility.
Oh, you got a little flex in your job?
Yeah.
What?
The type of work that I do with everybody, it gives like recognition for everybody in some sort of way. So I get the
How
flexibility.
many hours a day you work? 22?
Maybe like 18.
You do it
Right.
though.
So you
Yes.
don't sleep then.
Barely.
Like 5 hours.
And that's
5 hours
why,
of sleep?
yeah, we a little cranky.
Yeah, sleeping is important, for your
Yeah.
mental health.
That's why I stayed in Friday. I got out of therapy Friday, got food, stayed in. Yesterday, stayed in, took naps, slept, and today, same thing. Now I feel like better, but then I'm back at it tomorrow, so
You rejuvenated.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't see you no more. It's very sad. You only come on Tuesdays. We ain't gonna talk about that. That's a separate conversation for a separate day. What about you, Al? 7.5? 6. Wait a minute. That's
He dropped down 0.5.
0.5.
He was
Just
at
a little
6.5 last week.
Yeah, now you're at 6.
He
Okay.
he exhausted too, because when I tweeted that, he wrote on it.
Yeah? Okay.
So he exhausted too.
Okay,
Don't come on
elaborate.
Twitter with us.
No?
Don't come on Twitter with
Yeah, I
me
don't
and
want me
Al.
on Twitter.
Don't come with me
Yeah,
and
I
Al.
don't want me on Twitter.
That's what I'm telling you. Don't come.
No?
That's
I
me
can't
and
get on
Al.
Twitter with y'all?
You can.
How come you ever gonna back me up?
Oh,
They don't,
I can't tell him you can't.
Good.
No, don't do it.
You're like,
they don't want me on Twitter with y'all.
you gonna get caught
Nah.
up in mess.
Big dangerous.
Yeah?
You'll talk yourself into the madness.
Yeah?
You gotta know when to shut up on Twitter for real.
Because it's more of a correspondence, like back
Yeah,
and
you
forth.
think
just
I'm gonna get on
tweet
Twitter.
all day.
I think I'm gonna get on Twitter.
Just
And them-
say the videos that you do, when
Yeah.
you just say your random thoughts, you're just typing them out all day for
Yeah.
the whole world to see. Yeah.
And the people, they got times when them people come at you.
You can get bad over there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
They
I think
come
I need
at
to
you.
get on there.
Go ahead, try it. I'm blocking you.
Bro, I went
Blocking me? Why would you block me?
Cause they gonna attack me cause of you.
4 years ago, I went semi-viral because I spelled genuine wrong.
On just for that?
And
Yeah.
it lasts for like 7 hours.
7 hours?
Yeah,
I don't
they
have no
don't-
problem with
You
that.
got, you know what you gotta
Because of
do?
spelling?
When it's
Because I spelled genuine wrong.
when stuff like that happen, you gotta mute it because the like not even just I don't got my notifications on, but it'll just be like 1,000 people said this.
Let me
They
download
keep
it.
going. They don't know when to stop. So
Let me
you
get on
gotta
Twitter,
mute
bro.
it. So when they are responding, it don't come to you.
I gotta, you know what? I'm
know.
gonna go on there as a different person. Like, I ain't gonna say it's me. I'm just gonna be on there just ranting, saying stuff. Not people know it's me, though.
That's still going. They still gonna attack
gonna figure
you.
it out.
That's a different world.
I know.
That's
I
a
don't want it
whole
to be
different
me, 'cause
world.
then if
But
it's
that's
me-
my favorite app, hands down. But it's a whole different world.
Cause I'm very confused. You know
I
what? We
was
ain't gonna
on
get into
Twitter.
that. You be on Twitter.
I was on
but
Twitter
don't be on
2008.
Instagram. Shawnee is very like.
Yes,
I'm
I be
trying
on
to
Twitter
figure
and
it
I
out.
don't like Instagram. I don't be on Instagram.
Facebook.
No, hell no.
No?
You know when I had Facebook? The first day I came home. You know when it got deleted?
Yeah.
The morning after I came home.
So you be on
Yeah.
Twitter. You like the.
Twitter my first. I had
Twitter
Twitter
fingers.
since like 2008.
I did too. I just don't be on it.
Why you like Twitter so
Nah.
much?
See, look my boy.
How you
2009.
How you
Why
like?
you
I don't know.
yeah.
This was always fun.
See.
See, but back then, like 2009, when I first had it, they used to play games with people. Like when you wanted to like holler at a chick or throw like shots and stuff, you would just be like, OOMF, one of my followers.
Can you like message people?
Yeah, you can do
Oh, I
all
need to
that.
get on there.
I just always rock
That's
with
another
Twitter.
outlet for me.
Like my Instagram, my personal Instagram is up and the podcast page is up. That's just never me.
Oh, the podcast page is up.
That I just said that.
Let me
I'm just
tap
saying
in.
it's never me. It's him.
Okay.
I don't like Instagram.
Okay.
And then TikTok is number 2. Twitter and TikTok.
I love
I'm good
TikTok. TikTok is very educational for me.
With. Right.
I like the rabbit holes I go down.
TikTok.
Conspiracy theories.
TikTok is good though. It's very educational.
It's a little dangerous too, man. Some of them stunts that they be doing.
Yeah,
trying to do.
that too.
A lot of young creators are starting to get like locked up for the type of pranks they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do no pranks. I'm going on Twitter though. I got some things I need to say.
I don't. Maybe
Some
Al will
people I
follow
need to
you.
see.
I'm not following
You
you.
gonna block me? I'm not gonna say nothing crazy.
I'm just not gonna be associated with you.
That tells you the type of friend you are. Let's get into the episode 18. Very consistency. We've
Very
been doing very good.
very
Right? I've been good, right?
consistency.
The people out there
No,
have
Al,
been very good.
Al, did you catch that? Very
What?
consistency.
Oh, my bad. Very consistent. Don't do the Twitter shit. But I've been good, right, Al? I've been doing good, very good. I haven't been, I haven't caught one of my episodes yet.
Al don't be
My
honest.
mother been
That's
calling
the
me. It's been
problem.
very nice conversations. He ain't been correcting me.
That's because we
Like,
keep having guests.
Don't say this. Don't say that.
The moment it's just me and you,
Oh no, it's coming.
over.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to explode. I got some things I want
Amanda.
to say about a couple females, so I'm waiting
See,
to
look,
explode.
Amanda, Tasha.
I'm waiting to explode.
You our fourth guest.
And I've
It
been good.
yes for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm good.
The moment it's just me and him.
Oh yeah, it's
So he
coming.
can work better with a guest.
Yeah.
When it's just us,
I'm very professional.
It goes crazy.
But when it's not when y'all ain't got no guests, it's
And
up.
he's itching for it to just
Itching.
be us.
So I don't want to hear no excuses like, well, you wildin'. No, I've been very good. So I get one, right, Al? We talked about that. I get a
And
episode
this is exactly
where
why I said Al's the boss. Right,
could
Al? And he confirmed
take
it.
the, you know what I mean?
I'm just going to
Take
sit
the
here.
gloves off.
I'm not holding you back anymore.
Ooh, you heard that? Episode 18. Shawnee is no longer holding me back. We're gonna record
I
that.
established that your actions is your actions.
You with me?
No,
We all a group. We all one. This is
to a
Shawnee
certain
Talks Podcast.
extent.
Okay.
Sometimes you go for. You just said you want to say things to females. I'm not
I have a
getting
couple
jumped.
things I need to say.
All right,
But we're
move
gonna
forward.
get into the episode. Let's get into the episode. We have our guest Jerry Walker.
The
I'm gonna start
commissioner.
first. I'm gonna start first.
Yes,
We're gonna get into it.
we got the
We're gonna
commissioner
ask you
here.
a couple questions. Some some elected official questions, some other type of questions for our sports and the community and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I'll ask you the first question. You've had a big impact on me personally. I wanted to ask you, did you ever realize like how much you impact people?
Nah, not really. I just tried to point people in the right direction because I understand that sometimes you got a lot of obstacles that you got to get over, especially in the community that we grew up in, and so I just like I really don't know. Sometimes people come up to me and tell me like you did this, you did that, but I just do it from the kindness of my heart, and I do it because I believe I'm doing God's work. You already know I'm a Christian, so but yeah, I hopefully I am impacting some people with my efforts because that's the reason why I'm doing it to be impactful. So and make change, man, and trying to figure out how to make people understand that you can do it. All you got to do is provide people with opportunity, and that's what I try to do. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I can say you had a big impact on my life from young, living right across the hall, you might as well say, as far as like even, I remember taking us to basketball camps, and even when I was bad, I couldn't go to some, but you still took me as far as pointing me in the right direction and, trying to guide me in the right direction with everybody in the community, young, old, whatever it is, with the different things you had going on, even with the basketball in the summertime, that was our outlet, but you personally took a hold of me and, talked to me all the time, tried to point me in the right direction, even though I was a piece of work. You still was there no matter what. No matter if I was, I would curse people out on the court. You never changed on me. You never switched up. You never, treated me any different on top of how I was as a kid. It still was the same Jerry. You know what I mean? What you need help with. Okay, you want to play basketball? I'm going to take you to this camp. I'm going to help you. I'm going to put you in this position. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you for that. Love you for that, for never changing on me. Always treating me the same for all these years. No matter what, you get what I'm saying? And you're a big part of how I am today, my attitude, how I'm as a father, everything. All around the board, you played a big role in that. And I thank you for that. You get what I'm saying? I didn't have a lot of role models when I was a kid because of how I was with my anger and my attitude. So I really appreciate you for that, for always loving me and giving me that even when you knew I was seeking attention, you would give me that attention. You would talk to me. You remember when the dog bit me in my ass and my balls?
Yeah. My dog, Chemo.
He has a big-ass wolf dogs, bro.
Yeah.
I had tried to hit my sister in the head with a bottle.
Yeah. Wu was off the chain. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm telling you. But I saw something in him that I knew that one day he'll get it right. Like, he had a lot of energy. Wu was real talented too, man. He was a really good basketball player. He was somebody that, he was so good that I had my cousin come up from Trenton, Poppy, and it was a grammar school game, and we played like 8 o'clock. And when I tell you, like, everybody came to see this game because Wu was good, my little cousin was good, and it was about 400 or 500 people out there just to watch this guy play against Poppy. And I'll never forget that night because it was going down in Baby Ruckus, and Wu was nice. Wu was nice, and I just didn't want him to miss his calling with basketball and stuff. And I just knew he had a certain level of skill or whatever. I wish he could have went to St. Anthony's.
Me too, man.
Yeah. Because the
That would've
point guard,
changed.
like, because Wu was a great point guard. He was nice, Sean. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't just sitting here like he was nice.
No, he was.
He was nice. You know he was nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wu was nice. He was
He
nice.
was nice.
He had some anger problems
Yeah,
though.
I had a lot of anger, Brian.
Ah man, I don't know. Like he just had so much aggression, coming from downtown and everything else. There was a lot of stuff going on. But I remember one day I was like, "Whoa, listen, man, you gonna have to chill out," because he would be so mad, get so mad and angry as a young kid, and I didn't understand. Like it was like, dogs, you ain't paying the bills here. You're not paying the bills. Like, what's wrong with you? Like one time, I forgot what he did, but one time I carried him all the way around the corner. I was beating his little ass over the whole time. Like I had him on my shoulder like this, like come on. But look, I ain't give up on him, and he's doing his thing now, and I appreciate him doing what he's doing now and being successful and keep moving in the right direction, man. That's what it's all about. And then being a role model for the people that come behind you too. You know, kids look up to you. You and Shawnee. Yeah. So I appreciate the work that y'all do and what y'all doing here with your podcast and stuff like that. And this is actually the first podcast I've been on ever.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I had an interview post-election too. So I didn't, and I saved it for you guys because I believe in what y'all doing. So
We thank you for that.
appreciate it. Yeah.
But before we move forward, because this is on our end, we apologize. We gotta give you the proper introduction, right?
Yeah.
So Jerry Walker did some research. Co-founder and CEO of the nonprofit organization Team Walker. Before that, you was a Jersey City native, a successful basketball player, who you came back to give back to your community. You started Team Walker.
Yep.
You have the structured STEM learning through Team Walker, the Team Walker Learning Center. Wait, before we get to that, I'm so sorry. St. Anthony's, board member to the Almeida St. Anthony's High School. You graduated from Seton Hall University, where you was a life skills coach, and also served as a supervisor for the Jersey City Department of Recreation. We fast forward from Team Walker to now, your elected official seat, Hudson County Commissioner, served as the chairman of the Family Services Committee since 2021.
Yep.
You're a liaison of the Hudson County Planning Board and representative to NJAC. And you also serve on the following committees: Economic Development and Housing, Environmental and Human Services, Contract Review, Public Safety and Purchasing.
Yep.
So that's your whole background.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the proper introduction. We do apologize for that.
No, that's fine.
But just for people that don't know, that's watching, that's
Jerry
our
is
elected
very
official.
hands-on.
Yeah,
But
man.
always though, even when the lights is off, you know, you don't do it for the recognition. You don't do it for for everybody to see. You don't record everything. But this is something you have been doing since I was a kid. I'm 36.
Yeah.
You've been doing this since I was in damn kindergarten,
Yeah.
first grade. So even before you was elected official, you was doing the community work. You know what I mean? I know it's a lot because everybody come to Jerry. You need something, come to Jerry. It's always been like that. So I commend you for that. You know what I'm saying? I know, you get what I'm saying, personally, what you do for the community, what you do for people, what you do for families. I know personally, so I definitely know you hands-on with everything.
Yeah, 100%. I to be honest, I'm definitely hands-on, and I just want people to understand what you just said. Like, I just became an elected official. I've been an elected official now for 7 years, but I've been doing Team Walker for 29 years.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And this sort of work been in my family over 80 years now. My grandfather's name was
sir.
James Pop Curry, and he did all sorts of work like I'm doing, like after school programs, all camps, all kinds of stuff. So I'm kind of like a family tradition, and I like to think my grandfather was a little bit better than me. He managed to do all this work and have 16 kids of his own.
Whew.
My mom
Y'all
is one of
deep.
16. Yeah, we
Boy,
deep,
y'all deep, boy.
for real. And that's one family, one family. And I got like 123 cousins.
Shout
For
out
real.
to the Currys.
Hey, man,
Shout out
come
to the
on.
Walkers. They treat me like I'm they family. Like I'm they son.
extended family, 100%.
I love them, man.
Yeah, nah, we love you too. And then, it's crazy. I know my cousins, but I don't know all their names. I just like, what's up, cuz? What's good? We had like family reunions and stuff like that, man. It's a lot, man. So I come from a big situation. So I understand the importance of, giving back because that's kind of like my roots. That's why I still be in the parades. Like my mom, she was a cheerleading coach, and they just have the drill teams and all the parades, the Martin Luther King Day parade and all that stuff.
Wait, Pastor Walker was the cheerleader coach?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She talked about that.
See,
yeah, she
that's
got a lot
I
of
just
girls.
learned that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, what's crazy? I was meeting with Sandra Lovely. She run the Greenwood Neighborhood Association, and she said to me, she was like, I was one of your mother girls. Like I was on the drill team, the drill team squad, a long time ago. When I was a kid, my mother used to run the Greenville Youth Center up on Jackson Avenue.
Yeah.
I didn't
know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Pastor was giving it up like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to my pastor, man.
Yeah, you should ask her that.
I'm gonna ask her.
That.
Shout out to my
I
pastor.
ain't no
Yeah.
pastor.
Yeah, shout out to my pastor, man. That's a beautiful woman. I love her.
Yeah,
That's
man.
my second mother right there.
100%.
I love her to death. I love her to death.
And we love your mother too, man. She's doing an excellent
Absolutely.
job out in
Absolutely.
Las
Big,
Vegas.
yeah.
She's out ministry out there, and I be checking in on her.
Yeah.
She got her own business going on. So she's somebody that's an entrepreneur as well as a Christian.
Yeah.
So we got love.
Yeah, I
So shout
adopted
out
my
to
mother and her
yeah,
kids
Yeah, 100%.
at the same time.
Yeah.
For real. It get deep with us, man.
Yeah.
We ain't got enough time on this podcast
Yeah.
to tell people how deep it get with my family and me and the Walkers and the Currys.
Yeah, man.
It get deep. So I know personally, you get what I'm saying? People might not understand. Erase all elected official stuff. You get what I'm saying? You are truly a gem in our neighborhood. You get what I'm saying?
That, yeah.
You do a lot of work, even before, like you said, you only been, for 7 years?
Yeah, just my
You've been
7
doing
years.
the work in the community longer than that.
Yeah.
So you have generations and generations of
Yeah.
people that you've helped, that you still continue to help till this day. You get what I'm saying? You still look the same.
Yeah, and I love it too. Like,
You
man.
still
Jerry
look the
still
same.
look the damn
Yeah,
same
man.
since I was a kid.
Yeah. But I miss, but I do miss Baby Ruckus, man. Baby Ruckus was,
That was
it's legendary, man.
That
Like,
was legendary.
a lot of people out there, comes up to me like,
Can we start it again?
We started again. It got a little bit heated,
Yeah.
at the end or whatever. But it was something that was good for the community. It was something that we had the ability to stop conflict too.
Yeah.
In the neighborhood, just bringing people
It was
together.
just, yeah. That,
a
that
lot
5
of
days a
times
week was lit.
Yeah. A lot of times when people if you don't talk to them, communicate, stuff still go on. Like if you
Yeah.
have conversations with folks that you beefing with, even you can kind of like nick stuff in the ground because a lot of stuff is silly. Like
Yeah,
it don't
it
even make
is.
no
A
sense.
lot of it.
A lot of stuff is repetitive. It's like
Conversation.
Yeah. It's like, come on, this is you conversate about things you can kill it.
Yeah.
And I believe in prevention.
Yeah.
I don't like things to happen, and I believe in the first chance too. Although I know a lot of people in our community, go through the system with the second chance.
Yeah.
But I believe in the first chance too. That's why I push education. That's why we started the trades and all that sort of stuff. So
absolutely.
yeah. So nah. It's something that dear to my heart doing this stuff, this sort of work.
So you currently hold a seat on the Hudson County Board of Commissioners, Vice Chairperson, District 3, since 2021, and you are the chairman of the Family Service Committee. Can you elaborate more on that position that you hold?
Yeah. So I'm a vice chair now. So the vice chair of the board has a little bit more power. You can speak to what's going on in the agenda. The chairman got the final say on that, but you could have some input. And being in family services, obviously, is something that our community desperately needs. Something that I'm real concerned about too. What's going on in Washington with like all the cuts with SNAP and all that sort of stuff, and trying to figure out how to balance the budget in the county, and trying to figure out how to continue doing that sort of work without the federal support. That's going to be a hard thing too, because most of the money do come from federal government when it comes to them social services and the SNAP programs and Section 8. And I just was reading this article that they pushing it, and I think it passed too in this big beautiful bill. Well, this bill is not beautiful. It's you only could be on Section 8 now. They saying for 2 years.
Yeah. Wow.
For 2 years, and the only way you could stay on Section 8 if you like have severe like disabilities or whatever. And a lot of people that I know is on Section 8.
Yeah.
And then being Jersey City so expensive right now, it's gonna be a
lot
little
of
bit
homeless.
chaotic.
So how would that work for the people that already been on it for like 10, 12 years?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Do you get the grandfather rule? Because people's kind of like used to that system. This is something new, so hopefully, I don't know. I didn't see anything in a bill that says anything about grandfather rule, but normally when stuff like that happens, you get the grandfather rule.
Yeah.
So like anybody
So
coming
everybody
in,
knew.
yeah, everybody knew. So hopefully
You only
that's the
get 2
case.
years. Yeah.
That's the case. If not, man, I mean, could you
gonna be a
imagine?
disaster.
I can imagine.
Man, I know a lot of people that's on Section 8, man, just to offset some of our rent costs and stuff.
Yeah.
So and rent in
A lot of
Jersey
these
City-
females gonna be homeless
Hey,
because 90% of them on it.
hey, and then a lot of their boyfriends gonna be homeless.
Yeah, homeless too. Yeah,
because
you
they
can throw that
carry
in
the
there.
show.
You can throw that in there. So they can't.
Get them, boys.
I'm just saying, a lot of females on Section 8.
Tell me, don't
Most
get
of the
written up
females
for
on
something.
Section 8. They give it. The girls got it. The girls got it. I'm not lying.
Yeah, they probably can make a better case because they probably have kids. Or
Yeah,
whatever the case may
kids,
be.
and they do the little
He's
fake
never beaten the
domestic shit.
allegation.
I'm telling you, they figure it out, baby.
He never
They
beaten
figure
the
it out, baby.
allegations.
So all that get out shit, because I got Section 8, yeah, you only got 2 years now. So you need the nigga. So you gotta keep him. I'm just saying, that's the facts.
He's never beaten the allegations.
I'm just saying. So a question I have, like, what do you think today's youth need most from the older generation, and how can we better show up for them?
That's a good question. Look, man. Look, when I was a kid, the older generation has to just get involved. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be a star basketball player or anything like that. I mean, you could be a mentor.
Yeah.
You could just go right outside and start talking to young brothers and sisters and say, look, and tell them about your trials and tribulations and let them know, going this way is only 2 ways you're gonna go.
Yeah.
And just sharing your story with them and doing mentorship and just doing a little bit. Like if everybody do a little bit, our community will be much better. We got a lot of people that sit on the sideline and try to hate and stuff, but don't hate. Get involved. Get involved. Don't point a finger at the next person that's trying to do something. And that's one of my concerns too within our community. We shouldn't be doing that. Like I as an elected official, I welcome constructive criticism because I work for the people.
Yeah.
And if I'm not doing something right, I encourage people to say, give me suggestions on how to do it right.
Yeah.
I don't claim to know it all. I feel like I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm educated, but I don't claim to know it all. So you can come up with a great idea that I could we could run with that. So we just got to have our young older generation to get involved. Like a big sister, little sister type thing, or big brother, little brother type of thing. Just get involved that way. Whatever you can do, like just to get involved with the kids, man, is worth it. And it's self gratifying too, and it's something that make you feel good about yourself too. Because I got to tell you, when I do all this stuff, I get a lot out of it. Like doing stuff for you and whoever. I get a lot out of it. I get pleasure out of like helping people out. I get pleasure out of letting people know they could do a certain thing. Because like when I get a kid and they first come to the Teen Walker program and they can't read or write or whatever, but when we instill in them and give them the confidence, and when like that light bulb go on, like that feeling you can't put a dollar to. Once that feeling, like people can feel, oh man, I could do this. I could read now, or I could do this, do that. So that's what kind of drive me. That's what is like. That's my motivation. Me personally, I turned down a lot of big jobs. A lot of big jobs, man. Being a college coach, athletic director, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But because what I'm doing in Jersey City, I just feel like it's important, man. It's important.
I can only imagine how many jobs they
yeah.
tried to give you, coaching and basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah, my colleagues, man, they making all that money, man. God damn. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna get paid down being in heaven, man. For real.
Absolutely.
So you had recently told me and Wu that being an elected official wasn't in your dreams or plans.
Yeah.
How did you transition into this position?
That's a good question. I back in 2013, we all thought Sandy Cunningham was gonna, run for mayor. Mayor Cunningham had passed away, but she couldn't really do it. And at that time, I was doing so much in the community that East Side was trying to get me to be on their side, and almost forcing me or whatever. So I was like, as I was started talking to people, and I found out Sandy wasn't going to do it, I was like, somebody from our community. At least I knew it was a long shot because it was only like 3 months in, and I put together a whole slate. So that
you went for
and I went for mayor in 2013. I knew I was going to lose because I was behind the game, but I just wanted to kind of like talk the issues through with our community, what we needed to make it important for our community. So fast forward, then when this opportunity came up with then freeholder, now commissioner, they had called me up and asked me was I interested in doing it. And to be honest, I told him I wasn't because I really I wanted to be more of a behind the scene type of guy.
You always been behind the scenes.
I ain't really I ain't need that. I was already a superstar. I had cameras following me around in the community, for my basketball career and all that. And I actually called Pam Johnson. She got the anti-violence thing, and she's running for office now too. But I called Pam Johnson, and she was running for office at that particular time too. I said, Pam, I got this opportunity for you, where you could be the freeholder. And she kind of turned it down, and then from that point on, I just said yes to it, and that's how it kind of came about. Yeah. That's how it came about.
Okay. So I have a question. Have you seen a generational impact, like young people you've helped who are now giving back or involved within the community themselves?
Yeah, yourself. I mean, sure. Look, I have a lot of young people that came to our program that's doing a really good job out there and successful. One particular kid from Gifford, Shaquan Jackson. Shaquan Jackson, he came from a single family home with his mom or whatever. And Shaquan was, played for me in my basketball team and my AAU team, and we wound up getting him a scholarship to go to St. Peter's Prep, and he wound up getting an academic scholarship to go down to St. Joe's, and he graduated from St. Joe's, and I think he's down in Philly right now. He's like a manager of a bank right now. So, them type of stories is we have a lot of them type of stories. We have a lot of kids that graduated college. We had like 157 kids graduate college.
Oh, that's fire. That's dope, Jerry.
Yeah. Now approval rating in terms of high school graduates, we got like 98% of our kids at least graduate from high school.
That's good.
So that sort of stuff that's important, statistics and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, I don't think.
He definitely wouldn't be here. He'd be right up in Kearney somewhere.
I remember we was in church and pastor was like, y'all could talk to the kids like, y'all could talk to Woo went to jail. I said, whoa, pastor?
Yeah.
I ain't go to jail.
Wouldn't go.
She said you did. She said, "Boy, I thought you did." That's how bad it was. But if it wasn't for not only you but your family, you get what I'm saying. Your family. Shout out to Jew Annie. Shout out to them. That's my boo right there. Just man. Those type of people that always, showed up for me. That always opened their door. Always talked to me. Always showed me the love as a kid, and they still do to this day. I mean. If I see them today, they act like they haven't seen me for years. Yeah. That's the type of love that they show me every time. Nafisa, just your family as a whole. You get what I'm saying? Because even though I had my mom and my brother, we didn't, it was a lot going on. You get what I'm saying? So just to have your family as a second family, and I always tell people that's my aunt, that's my uncle, that's my, what I'm saying? Even with Shawnee, when we said we was gonna have you, and I was telling her like, yo, I know Jerry. You get what I'm saying? So the stuff that people think they know, or he just doing it. Jerry been doing this for a long time. Even with me personally, on a one-on-one basis, when you had 1,000 kids to deal with, you know what I mean? So you get what I'm saying? I have my own. Like I said, I don't want to. I'll be here forever talking about it, but you definitely do your thing in the community, man.
Yeah, we love it.
A long run.
Yeah, we love it too, man. We love it. I mean, and I'm proud of you, Woo, and like this part y'all doing this, man, and I hope this could catch fire for you guys. Yeah. If I could ever help y'all, because I was a communication major when I was in school, and I do know some people like in that industry. Like I do a annual banquet at the Liberty House, and my host is Bob Lee. He was one of the original founders of ESPN. He created that show Outside the Lines and all that. So if y'all ever want to have like some sort of mentorship with him or talk to him, them sort of people that can point you in the right direction, I could do that too.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's
sharing resources, man. And I know a lot of people do my basketball career, and I was always approachable type of guy. I was never like,
Always.
you know, I would
Always.
give everybody a goddamn, you know, you want to talk. People just want, can I get your autograph? Of course, come on. You know? So yeah. So that you know, I'm definitely a humble guy, and I love Jersey City, man. I love the youth of Jersey
Absolutely,
City,
because I
too.
know you could have been got out of here.
Yeah, for real though.
So I have a question. What would you tell your 29 years younger self just starting out on this journey, something today?
That's a good question. I you know, when I first started, I wish I could have started it with academics, to be honest. I kind of like evolved into academics, and it took me a long time to kind of get rid of that stigmatization, because everybody thought it was about athletics because I was a basketball player, whatever.
Yeah.
We had the basketball leagues and all that sort of stuff. But when I started like zooming in and figuring out the kids couldn't really read and write, and it was breaking my heart, because you know, you can't read and write. I mean, you ain't giving yourself a chance.
Yeah.
So then I started getting more into that, like later on, like I would say like 9 years in or whatever, because it was like, because I was going back and forth from overseas. Then I just decided, like, you know, I'm not, you know, I was making money, but it wasn't satisfying me in terms of, you know, my being.
Yeah.
So I just started like doing more academic stuff. So, but it took a while to kind of like make people understand it was about academics, because they thought it was about sports.
Yeah.
So that I wish I could have started it with academics from the gate, so people would have realized that, you know, that was a priority of mine at the beginning. So.
Okay. I'm learning something new now today.
Oh, Lord. So it's been 7 years since you've been an elected official. What's one word to describe your experience, and what's the hardest thing about being an elected official?
My experience, satisfying, like helping people, you know, is like self-satisfying. But the hardest thing is, you know, keeping up with the demand of our community, whether it's getting them job opportunities or resources, and is there so much need out there? It's like it's hard to, you know, to keep up with the need. You know, it really is, because I mean, like, for example, you know, I just started my vocational school. This is our third cohort that we just graduated, but we have like 400 people on a waiting list. You know, I can't do enough.
Yeah.
There's not enough resources to do it, because you know, everything costs money. Like we outsourced the instruction, because we don't have our certification. We had to do a year under our belt, but which we, you know, looking to have our own certification so the dollars can go longer. But we outsourced it to NCI, it's National Career Institution, with Dr. Blunt and them. So we, you know, resources, man, and trying to figure out how to help more people out. And then we got to be creative within our own communities, man, you know. And one of the reasons why, you know, I started the vocational, because when I would go outside, everybody would just want me to give them a parks job.
Yeah, I
Ain't
figured
enough
that.
parks
Yeah,
jobs.
yeah, I
Like,
know
goddamn,
that.
could
I
y'all
know
anybody
that.
do something?
They were
I
like,
said,
Jerry,
no,
you got
you
a
got-
job, I need a summer job. I want to work in the park.
Parks, nah, man. I was like, yo, we got to get some skills here, man.
Some
we got
trades.
to get some trades, because look, man, if you become a certified electrician, man, electricians make $175 an hour.
Yeah.
You know, it's real talk. I mean, so you can provide for your families, because look, one thing I do know is, you know, first of all, ain't no money in selling drugs anymore anyway.
It's over for that.
That's over.
It's
That's
over.
over. I'm from the neighborhood. I know the shit. I'm gonna tell you. You know, for real. Like, cause my friends and stuff, when I growing up, they sold drugs. Like, for example,
It was money in it then.
Yeah, it was money. Like a short was $17. You know what I'm saying? Now you get
A short
for
now,
$4.
Like, what
not
is-
even on $1.50.
Yeah.
Come on now. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
$2 is short now.
Like, I'm out
$3.
there for 3 hours, showing $30. Come on now, man. You gotta go to Pathmark or McDonald's, man.
You
You
can
make more
panhandle
money.
for that.
Yeah,
The panhandle
yeah.
is making more than the people selling drugs right now, man.
Yeah.
$4 a bag of dope is crazy.
Crazy.
It's $3.
It's $3
Take that
now?
dollar off.
It's $3?
Shit, been with the $3.
Damn.
What?
I just said a short is
Nigga, you might have to
$1.50.
sell
Nigga.
Skittles
For
and
real?
M&Ms and
Yeah.
Airheads.
Shit,
Shit.
Damn.
Skittles is $3.
Yeah, you might as well get Yeah, nah. That's why it's important for us to, you know, get some skills so we don't have to do that, man. I mean, first of all, it hurts the community, and I don't knock people that's trying to provide for their families and stuff because it is hard out here.
Mm-hmm.
But look, if anybody got any ideas, like I got an open door policy. Like I'll be down on 150. If you got like ideas or whatever to try to figure out how to create business for yourself legally, come holler at me. I mean, that's why I'm here. We have the Economic Development Corporation that's part of the county. I can slide you there because they give like little micro grants if you want to start up a business. Just little stuff like that, and then having a vision to start something and then keep at it. Consistency is the key. That's why I was such a good basketball player. I just I went to Baby Ruckus all the time. Just worked on my craft, on my craft every day, every night. I was doing something. Then I became All-American from that point. So consistency is the key, and working hard. And then at Team Walker, our motto is the 3 Ds, which is dedication, determination, and discipline.
Yes, sir.
We feel like if you apply them 3 things to your life, you can have some sort of success. So we just live by that.
Absolutely.
And it's cool to be smart.
It is.
It's definitely cool to be
You
smart
got,
and
nice, you
educated.
got a nice building down there. Like
Yeah.
that building.
What's the address to the building, Jerry?
Well, we got 2 buildings. We have the one on
Holiday.
Communipal House. That's 373 Communipal. Then we have the 150 Pacific Avenue. We just had a Boys and Men brunch yesterday in conjunction with Karen Capable Hands with Celeste. We had all the guys down there with the Power Group guys just to kind of talk to them about we having something coming up, 72 hours apiece down at Baby Ruckus between I think the 8th of August to the 10th.
Yeah.
So come on down and fellowship and come down in peace and trying to set the record straight before all the kids get back to school,
It was
man.
very successful last year.
Yeah, it was very
Looking for
successful.
another
Very
successful
successful.
year.
Yeah, it was very
Absolutely.
successful. And I seen kids from like teenagers from everywhere.
Yeah.
And I
Absolutely.
was happy to see that because
Even
that's
the
how.
grown adults from everywhere.
Yeah, from everywhere, and that's how I was at Baby Ruckus.
Right.
When we had Baby
You had
Ruckus, like
everybody
everybody from everywhere, like
come.
everywhere would come. And we had
To get it shaking down there.
yeah, we had neighborhood teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
You know.
remember the N1 teams used to come?
Yeah, we had all
Main
that.
event.
Most of that N1 stuff that
Yeah.
ESPN ran, it was from our park. Like the White Chocolate was
All
on
of
there.
them, yeah, they used
like
to come
Ray
down.
Shea was refereeing. You had E-Dub
Dub,
DJing.
DJing, yeah.
So that all made the N1 tape. So
Yes, sir.
so it was
I remember
cool.
that.
And I
And used to take us from. Remember, we used to go play at the Rucker.
yeah, at the Rucker League, we had my own team uptown.
Yeah, yes, sir.
In Harlem, we was the only we was representing Jersey.
Yes, sir.
We
I
wound up
remember that.
losing to the Terror Squad to Fat Joe.
Yes, sir. I remember that. I was
Yeah,
playing.
he had all the
My
pros on
shorts
his
was
team.
big as hell.
yeah.
I couldn't even fit my damn shorts.
Yeah.
I had to tie my shit. They had to tie my shit about 4 times.
Now you got hoochie daddies.
No, I ain't no damn what you daddy. But even with that, you brought me up there and gave
Yeah,
me a different
uptown.
experience.
Yeah, uptown.
You get what I'm saying? You brought me to Rucker Park. I actually played at the Rucker.
Yeah.
These are
yeah.
opportunities that you gave me. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Even with me being a knucklehead, I remember the talk though. You come
Yeah.
up, listen, you gonna go to New York, you start that shit, I'm gonna fuck you up here. I said, Jerry, I ain't coming like that. I wanna go. I wanna play. And I definitely remember that experience. That's something I'll never forget. The experience you gave me with playing uptown, playing in New York, playing at Rucker Park. A lot of people didn't get that experience, and I definitely have that experience under my belt.
Switch the mic.
I definitely have that experience under my belt. So, what inspired you to start the Jerry Walker organization 29 years ago, and was there some specific moment that lit the spark?
Yeah, so as I was saying earlier in the conversation, my grandfather, he had the Lafayette Neighborhood Association, and when my grandfather passed away, it was like a void in the community that nothing was really going on. So me and my brother, and at the time I was playing with the Nets. When I got released from the Nets, I went overseas, and I was coming back and forth overseas, and my brother was working on Wall Street for Solomon Smith Barney, and we was just like
Shout out
these
to
guys,
Jasper,
Jazz
man.
One, shout out
Jazz
to
One,
Jazz
shout out
One,
to
man, my
Jazz
oldest
One.
brother. Yeah, so we just started saying like we got to pick this back up because our grandfather, passed away and there was nothing going on in the community, and that's what kind of gave us the motivation to do it. But we changed the name obviously for name recognition with Team Walker, and we always we were trying to figure out a name, and we call it Team Walker because we believe community, if we act as a team, the community will be better. So that's one of the reasons why we call it Team Walker. So we want to be inclusive with everybody to be part of Team Walker. So that's how it kind of came about. But like I said, it was been in my family now, like almost 80 years, man. My grandfather, he got his block named after him downtown, and there's a new block too, because it was like when they tore down, Lafayette Projects, it was like a new block, so his name will always be original. Same, like somebody could come 100 years from now and do something wonderful and rename that block, but his name is original name. So I'm proud of that. And yeah, my grandfather, he was wonderful, man. So yeah. So that's kind of how it was, like a family business, family tradition, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Al got some questions for you.
What's up, Jerry?
What's up, Al?
Pleasure. I actually played the Baby Brokers. I played for a team down there when you was running it down there. Again, like Bruce said, I want to say thank you for everything that you did for the community and continue to do. Also, rest in peace to Pop. Because Pop was a phenomenal dude. I actually got to meet him.
Yep.
He was a great man.
Yeah.
But outside of yourself, the program that you provide, like what other programs or opportunities are there for the youth to benefit from in Jersey City? Because we do recognize that there is a problem with the youth.
Yeah.
And it's like we could all do better, and we would all be better off if we could just figure out something to get them back on the right track. So
Yeah.
outside of what you do, is there anything else that they would be able to benefit from that you know of?
Yeah. Well, it's some groups that's popping up now. Like I said, Karen, Capable Hands, doing a pretty good job. But what we really lacking, back in the day, like for example, recreation. Like I did work with recreation at a point, and when Jeremiah Haley was the mayor, we had 12 sites open all year round.
Yeah.
Now we have like one site. You got to pay. You got to pay to go swimming. It's like ridiculous now. So we got to get back to that, like opening up the gyms, bringing people off the streets, giving them opportunities to be safe and be in a structured situation. But it's like even the boys club is different.
Yeah.
The boys club is not like the same. Like God bless Gary, just passed away, and Gary did a wonderful job. But
Rest
the
in
boys
peace,
club
Gary.
is 100%. The boys club is more they downtown with all the rich folks.
You was even involved with that.
Yeah. They charge now. So we trying to figure out how to get, because most of the people in our community can't really afford a after school program, a quality after school program. Or you had New City Kids. There's a couple of groups out there that's doing a pretty good job, and I think New City Kids right now is downsizing too. I think for the most part, like that's what I think. That's where God had favor on me, because I have the ability to raise money and bring resources from outside of Jersey City, from my alumni base at Seton Hall or whatever. But so we definitely need more people to get involved. And like I was saying, like earlier, like you don't have to be rich or anything. You just gotta be involved. When I was a kid, like we had like guys like Mr. Lawson and Chris Dandridge and like people that just volunteered and coached teams.
Yeah.
We had CYO. It was just a lot of different things that we just don't have right now. And then they always want to point fingers at the youth, but we ain't providing with enough opportunity.
Right.
They just sitting around like in idle time, like looking at all the negative stuff, and it can influence you. Like a lot of stuff when I was growing up, I thought it was cool too. Now I'm old. I'm like, what he's doing? Oh, God, like that was corny. To be honest. I mean, like, right?
That's how it
that's
be.
how I
Like,
feel now.
what the fuck was I doing?
What are we doing?
Especially the consequences that come behind
real.
it. Like, yo,
Yeah.
when you're a kid and you doing stuff, you don't realize how much you done, like, cause damage to your life and certain things until you get to adulthood and you want to get an apartment, you want to get a job, and then everything just come crashing. That comes with feeling discouraged and just be like, all right, I could just go back to the streets for all this because don't require nothing. And if that come with jail, just come with jail. Even like with mentoring kids, right? They think that when we say it's only two ways out, jail or death, to them that's cliche. Like, all right, y'all just kicking some shit. But that's really the reality of it, right? And that's just not here. That's everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Because that's everybody's message when you're doing this type of work. But it's the truth that comes behind it. If you don't take the third option to shape your life to do something different, you're either going to end up in jail for many years or the rest of your life, or you're going to end up dead.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes back to, like the mentoring stuff we was doing.
Yeah.
Like we had the Boys and Girls Club, we had Drew Down Baby Ruckers, the stuff we had YMCA, we had the Armory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we could go to the pool.
Yeah.
We have
the
so many
outlets.
things to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now it's just
It's nothing.
nothing. And then the stuff that you try to get to, it's a struggle to even get it. And it's just blocking, oh no, like, them youth not coming in here. And no matter what you say, if yo, I'ma be here, I'ma watch them, I'ma clean up behind them, nah, we not dealing with it. And it's just like, how you expect them to prosper when the people that's trying to go at bat for them, you won't even give nobody a chance. So they really stuck in a rock and a hard place. And for the people that is doing the work, you know, you just keep trying for them. But you know,
Yeah, I know that's a cliche, but it's a true one. I mean,
Right.
and it's like you said, it's consequences with your actions. You know, and I sometimes I watch like these court shows, and when cats be, you know, they do like commit a murder or whatever the case may be, when the judge give out them football numbers, and then you see their face and they start crying and stuff, and reality starts sinking in.
Yeah.
You know, it's real.
I just watched
It's
some
real.
kids on TikTok come in the courtroom laughing, like they laughing at the family speaking. You know, it's sentencing day, the family speaking, they laughing, they throwing up thing signs, and the judge said life, and they whole
Oh, yeah, I
shit
remember I
just
saw that
went
too.
like,
Yeah, because they say y'all taking it for granted.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and it's just like, yo, what do you really expect? But stuff like that, they don't know. They don't know when to take stuff serious.
Yeah.
They don't know how to articulate themselves. They don't know when to speak. They was really in there, and it's disgusting a little bit, right? Because it's just like, yo, you got mothers and siblings up there crying, saying stuff to you when you killed their son or uncle, brother, or whatever.
Yeah.
And y'all laughing in their face, and then surprised that the judge said life, and then you looking at the judge like you want to kill him, but what you think was going to happen? You showed no remorse.
No remorse.
Absolutely.
No remorse at all.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, it just,
I saw
that's
that
one
too.
thing I learned. Like when I was downstate and I was coming up for like the parole board, people was like, "Yo, you better show remorse." I studied the dictionary. That I went in there saying words I ain't know the full meaning of
Yeah.
it, but I had a whole speech together. And the parole board told me, they like, "Yo, we giving you a date because you showed remorse." And for that, it was like 50% I meant it, and 50% I wanted to go the fuck home.
Yeah.
So I said what I said, but in certain situations like that, that can lighter your sentence. Your sentence was showing remorse, and that, you know, sometimes it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
Sometimes people really mean it,
Yeah.
but that helps. But the whole playing
Thank God
around,
for a praying family, baby, because
Oh,
I never
man.
had to go through that. I
Right.
got a praying mama, I'll tell you.
Yes, you do.
I'm telling you, if I didn't, Lord have mercy.
I mean, I had a praying mother too.
Oh, I had a
I mean,
a
I would
mother,
never
I had a
think about
village.
it. I would never
I
would never blame my mother or put my actions on my mother.
No,
Because
me
one thing
neither.
I can say is I was raised in a loving
Mm-hmm,
home.
absolutely.
Outside of materialistic things, I had the love, I had the care, I had everything that I needed. The want was just extra with me being the only child. You see things, you get curious, and you want to start doing stuff. And then it's like the more you get away with it, the more you want to keep doing it. And to the point, and then you got the labels they put on you in the streets. They start bigging you up. Your name's, you know, a
Means
lot
something.
comes with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just gets you more big-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
I tell kids that all the time, like, or just speaking to people, like I never put that on my mom's, on my father. It was never them. It was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate you saying that because, you know, parents, a lot of times parents, you know, they kind of like, they hard on themselves because they be like, oh, what I did wrong.
Yeah.
Like, but at a certain point, you know, you make your own decisions.
Absolutely.
And it's consequences to things. And I could tell you, you know, and that's why, you know, structured things is very important. You know, these kids don't really have like, you know, most of the parents is got to work a lot.
Yeah.
So it ain't no like real sit down at the dinner table.
No, not no more. No.
You know, we don't do that anymore, which we should. That's a powerful thing because then you can like talk things through and try to figure out
What's going
you know,
on with
yeah,
your
what's
child?
going on. Yeah. That's a hidden gem right there because if we could ever get back to just that little thing, like
Yeah, that's
like
a
y'all
big
come in
one.
the house about 6, 7, we're gonna have dinner, we're
Then
gonna talk,
sit
whatever.
down,
Yeah,
see
talk.
how was your day? What's your mental health?
It's very
Yeah,
important.
yeah,
very
yeah.
important. That's very
That's
important.
very, very important. Al, you got a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we took a big hit when we lost the Boys Club, right? Obviously, it's a little different now. I'm not familiar with the new setup of the Boys Club, but also with that, we lost YMCA pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had the league at the Y, we had the league.
Baby Ruckus.
Baby Ruckus. Brokers, we had the leagues that came through Sacred Heart.
Terry.
Terry.
Yeah.
Park, yeah.
But outside of that, how do you feel about the direction that the city is moving in? Because to the regular person like myself, it would appear that it's just money based. It's not necessarily about the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you feel about that? About the direction that the city is moving in?
I really don't like that. Look, development is good. Gentrification is good and bad. You know, I welcome new people to come to Jersey City, but I just don't want folks to come to Jersey City and start dictating to us on, you know, how it should be. We've been here all these years, but I like, just to talk to your point, like there's a lot of different things that we don't have anymore, like the YMCA and different buildings like that. So what I'm still doing, I would love everybody to join this fight down at Liberty State Park. So they try to make it about, and that was one of the things that they were trying to like tarnish my name during the campaign about. I'm taking hundreds of thousands of dollars to try to turn Liberty State Park into a golf course. Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to turn Liberty State Park into no damn golf course. Okay, for the record, I what we want down there is more ball fields and we want a recreation center. That's what we want. All that other stuff they talking about, I couldn't care less. That's what we want. We look, with all this development, right? All this development going on, we don't have one rec center. In Newark, New Jersey had a rec center in every ward. I think they got something like 9 rec centers over in Newark, New Jersey. We don't have one. We don't have one. We don't have one. We don't have nowhere. I have a little learning center. It's not a rec center. I mean, like when you say rec center and when you say that to me, I want something state of the art, like these other towns have. Like you have a swimming pool, you have locker rooms, you have rooms where, you know, the seniors could do bingo night. You have like different things like that. Not no rinky dink, this is a box type thing. Nah, we deserve that. And it's supposed to be the Gold Coast, and you know we got all this high development going on, all these high rises. Like if I was the mayor, you know, I would have made that a priority. In terms of these people coming in, because they're making a lot of money, man. It's billions and billions of dollars being made in Jersey City, and we're not benefiting from it. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to try to start the trade school, because when you go to these job sites, they'll try to eliminate you with like certifications. Absolutely. You know, right. But we got the certification now. We do OSHA 30. You know, at the Team Walker Development Center, we do that sort of stuff. So, but the direction of the city right now, man, is alarming because. You know, I'm looking up, there's so many people displaced. You know, we have also down at the 150 Pacific, we have social service there. So we do like the SNAP program. We try to do housing and stuff like that. Yeah. We have over like 1,100 people that got signed up at the building, and a need for housing is like through the roof.
Housing is
through the roof.
I need
through the roof. It's like for real.
Even with my work that I do at the hospital and the clients that I serve and the services that we give to them, housing is the biggest barrier in New Jersey. And I be feeling bad because it's like I could direct you places, but we all know how that go. It's a waiting list for 2, 3, 4 years. Yeah. But housing is very bad in the state of New Jersey.
Yes, it is. And then look, to be honest, affordability is not affordable anymore.
No, it's
so
not.
What they base it on? They base it on the average salary of Jersey City, the people that live in Jersey City. So the people down on the waterfront, you know, quite naturally, they got big jobs. So they base it on $68,000 a year, okay, for affordability. That's how they base it. And I can tell you, within our community, if a person got a job for $50,000, that's a good job.
That's a good job.
So you see what I'm saying? Like it's $68,000. So affordable, a 1-bedroom is still $1,800.
Gotta make 3 times the rent.
Yeah, like back in the day, I get a 1-bedroom $500.
Yeah.
For real. For real. I used to have a 1-bedroom to the cut. No, I'm just saying, like it's real, man. Yeah. Like when I look at some of these reasons, I cannot believe it. I could not believe it. Like 2,700. Yeah. 3,500. Like
2,700 for a studio.
Yeah, like what are we doing here?
No, and the heat and hot water not even included.
That's my point.
No parking.
No parking.
Oh man, it's almost
got
like
half a kitchen.
Hey, and I look. If I was the mayor, the town would be different. If Glenn Cunningham still was here, it would be different. You know, this man. Look, he did some good things, but he was very ambitious in terms of his political future. and like he let a lot of these developers build as a right, and that's a dangerous thing because as a right is you could charge whatever. Is right now is what's going on right now. There's an investigation going on where some of the developers kind of like try to mess with the algorithms of the rent prices, kind of got together and try to set the rents themselves.
Ooh.
So that's what's going on right now. It's in court right now as we speak. So there's some real stuff going on, and it's like we being displaced. This community is being displaced.
Definitely.
It's like it's like a process of elimination, and then even with housing and stuff, man. I thought, the Hope 6. I'm dating back a little bit. The Hope 6 project, I thought it was a good thing because it was like you would tear down the high rises, give the townhomes or whatever. But if you start reading the fine print, like say if like one of your cousins or something was hustling in Lafayette selling weed, right? Well, you get caught, the whole family get kicked out. It was like little stuff like that that was going on. That was like, then they was giving people the Section 8 vouchers to move up into this area. So now, when I grew up, like for example, like Montgomery and Grant Street together. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? Like, see, I grew up differently. Sure,
Yeah.
y'all like say what I call y'all. I'm like, nah, we was downtown, community
Downtown.
ball, okay, all right. We midtown, okay. It was none of this like, and then they kind of like pushed everybody in the same area,
Yeah.
and then now people jockeying for position and jockeying for space, trying to hustle on the same. Now it brought about like
Violence.
wars in the streets.
Right.
Yeah. Violence.
And it was no study on that, like how that's gonna affect people when you take people from Montgomery projects and move them all on the hill and co-mingle with each other.
Yeah.
For years we was like kind of like robberies, like basketball, sports, the streets, everything. So like how you gonna like mix that now? And that's what happened. I mean, literally, what happened.
Yeah, literally.
It is.
And I'm speaking the truth. So if I'm offending anybody, I don't give a damn. But
It's the
for
truth,
real,
though,
for
Jerry.
real,
It's the
for
truth.
real.
We
That's
say that
what
too.
happened.
It's the truth.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
100% factual.
Yeah.
I don't know who plan that was. I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who plan
man.
that was? But maybe that what they was trying to do was just get us out of here.
Yeah.
Because that plan
That was the plan to push them from down
push
there.
everybody in one little area.
Yeah. And a
'Cause
lot.
that down there has to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want people to know this, like, so I do get criticized somewhat with like, I only do stuff from downtown. That's not the truth.
That's
A
the
lot of
far from a lie.
I got everybody coming downtown.
Yeah,
that's just
what it is.
where I'm
That's what
from.
it is.
Right.
I mean, that's where I'm from is a natural thing where I could build my community center
Where you
or
from?
my learning center where I used to hang out in the corner with my homeboys.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been through stuff.
Yeah.
I've been through crazy stuff in my life too, man. Like I'm just thinking my story, like right around the corner, Union Street. Like when I was a kid, my man, Frank, I don't even want to miss his name. One of my mans and them killed this dude right there, right in front of me. I was in the 8th grade. I'll never forget it. And we squatted at one of my boys' house for like till 1 in the morning. I'm in the 8th grade. I'm about to get in trouble for my mother and everything else. So I'm coming through. You know where the car wash at, right? Well, it used to be. It's a building
On
now.
the junction.
Yeah.
On the junction right there, it was
Yeah.
it was an empty lot. So we was cutting through the lot, and the police was coming from everywhere, like cocking the guns and everything. And it was like, who's so and so and so and so. And I was like, look, my name is Jerry Walker. I'm going to St. Anthony's because Coach Hurley was a probation
Right.
officer.
Yeah.
So
I
they went
remember
trying
that.
to get out
People
here.
remember that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, I ran, I went home. But that was like some trauma of mine, man. Like
Yeah.
I saw that happen, like right in front of my face. Like it took a long time to get out of my mind, man. So stuff like that is senseless. Like, what are we doing? Like, so that's why all the stuff that we do, all the efforts that I try to do is try to make sure people understand that we living together.
Yeah.
And if we move together, it'll be a different thing. And that's another thing. Like politically, speaking, not to talk politics or whatever, but I try to start like all these groups, like bring people together.
Yeah.
And it don't work because like ambition is there, and there's nothing wrong with ambition. So my proposal after this election, because it's so convoluted, so many people running within our community. And look, at one point, the African American community was number 1. So we used to have like 37% of the population. Right now, after the census, we have we third now, Spanish, Asian, then Black. So like being all over the place is not going to work anymore for us guys. So what I'm proposing, after this election is to try to like do election prior to the election without only our community. you could be somebody off the streets coming in and cast your vote, and then if you're not registered to vote, we can get you registered to vote right there. But I just want everybody to be part of the process, and then you'll pick somebody on their own merit on what they're doing.
Oh,
Not, because of this person, that person. Nah, what you doing?
Yeah.
That's the system I think we should put in place, and I would love for you guys to help me with something like that, because that's the only
Absolutely,
thing
Jerry.
that's gonna, kind of save us. Because
Whatever you need.
yeah, all
Whatever
the
you
stuff
need.
that's going on right now, man. I'm telling you right now, they got plans that we don't even know about the plans they got.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
only
saying?
imagine.
Like, look, it's the taxes, it's through the roof. The rent through the roof.
Yeah.
Not enough jobs. Like, this is a remedy for disaster. The federal government about to cut the snap. I mean, like, it's gonna be chaotic.
Yeah.
Within the next 2 years, it's gonna be real out here. I'm serious, man. So we gotta stop, procrastinating about things and get on the move, because if we don't, we're gonna find ourselves, in back of the bus again, for real.
Again.
Yeah.
I got one more question, and then I'll let you get back to the interview. You speak highly of the city. You've done service for the city for what it seems like your entire life.
Right.
You speak like you have the city's best interest in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
you want to do well for the city. You created a program that helps people with trades. So we spoke a little bit about social media earlier. How does that make you feel that your program has recently come under attack on social media? Do you see any of that?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I hear. I try not to get into the weeds with a lot of this stuff, but I hear, like, when people talking bad, people that I kind of knew all my life, it's like, what are we doing here? But being attacked like that, look, I use that as a motivational tool, and once again, people is entitled to their own opinion, but speak the truth about the matter. I don't have no problem with you speaking on issues, but speak facts.
Right.
So for example, I
You don't have to say names.
yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Because I'm about to get into it. Real. 'Cause I'm from the neighborhood.
I was just attempting to be mindful, because you are a good person. You've inspired pretty much a generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A young man who do well, who mean to do well.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give you the opportunity to speak to that, because people who have drug your name through the mud, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And you do make your best effort to do well. So
Yeah,
it's like it's not fair to you. So I just wanted to give you the
No,
opportunity.
I didn't. Like this. Here's facts. Here's some facts. So my program, I've been in existence now with the vocational school. This is my third cohort, and it's an average of 5 months. So I've been in existence for 15 months, not 6 years. Like, for example, OSHA 30. OSHA 30, right, is a certificate you need to work on any construction job site. It's mandatory. Okay, so I don't know if you don't have that. I don't know how you get on these sites. So OSHA 30, you can actually do it in 10 days. It's 30 hours. It's not 4 years. Yeah. So I just want to set the record straight on that. And I do look, like I said, I'm a guy that I love constructive criticism, because it's gonna help me. Yeah. I'm an athlete, so I understand that. I had tough coaches. Remember, Coach Hurley was tough. My high school coach, my college coach, P.J. Carlesman, was tough. When I was with the New Jersey Nets a little bit before I got released, Chuck Daly was tough. So I come from like situations where you understand that constructive criticism is not to down you or anything like that, is to make you better. So I welcome that. I'm an elected official. I welcome that. And I don't claim to know it all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm limited. But I just fight every day, and I just know what I'm doing is positive. It's positive, and I feel good about it. So we always gonna have naysayers, but come holler at me, all you naysayers. You want to sit down and have a conversation with me? I don't have no problem with that. I want to help you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's who I am.
That's who you are.
That's who
Absolutely.
I am. Yeah.
Anybody can walk up to you.
For real.
So yeah, again, outside of all the noise and everything, I just want to say thank you, because I don't know you as well as Wu knows you. We've had interactions when I play ball or whatever. You say, I did not get along the best with Ray Shea.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it wasn't like a real thing. It was like,
Yeah.
come on, man, why you give me another tech? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But outside of all of that, man, I want to say thank you, and I appreciate all the work that you do for real.
Nah, I appreciate you too. And yeah, Ray Shea, you know, he was beginning his referee career at that time, and we're trying to get Ray to go on the straight and narrow too. He was still working on himself too at the time.
At the same time.
Yeah. So, but I
had
appreciate
to
you
give him
dealing
grace,
with him
too.
because Ray was quick with the tech. You
Oh,
know,
well, he was
he wasn't
quick
trying to
with it.
flex his muscles down
He
there all
was
the time.
quick with it, boy.
Yeah. But nah, and I appreciate you too, man. You know, on your path and what you're doing and being a firefighter, man. Like we need more brothers on the firefighter. And one of my best friends, man, God bless his soul, was Mark Harris. You know, he passed away. He was on engine team, Mike Harris' brother. He passed away quite some time ago. He played with me at St. Anthony's, and you know, St. Anthony's. You know, that was another thing. Like St. Anthony's. When I played at St. Anthony's, and God, I feel bad that my school is closed for real. But when I played at St. Anthony's and the 1989 team, you know, Dime Magazine had rated the top 75 teams in our country history by ranking. And I mean, it was the Dunbar teams, all the New York City teams, all that. But we was number one.
Right.
And one of the things they said, well, a couple of things they said we had great talent, our defense was second to none, and we had the best high school coach of all time. So them three things kind of like gave us the edge, and we was the number one team in our country history. So in New Jersey, we represented Chilltown, man, for real, on a high level. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We don't speak. I'm sorry. We don't speak often enough about, like you said, like we said earlier. I think somebody alluded to it earlier. Jersey City is considered. They call it the Golden Door.
Yeah.
Because of Ellis Island, whatever, I guess. But we don't really speak enough to the talent and the potential that our city has
And the
because
whole,
of everything that happens.
the
and
negative.
goes on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a sad part. That's just something that I think about often.
Yeah, nah, you know, and some people, I see some of the people, you know, put up like some great players from Jersey City, and I love that sort of stuff. You know, they got the thing out there, love for the game, and a couple of people like, you know, who's better or whatever that case may be. And as you start looking at it, man, we had a lot of talent, man. We had,
Absolutely.
I mean, Jersey City was popular. I mean, like,
you,
for real, we.
Bye.
Oh man,
I seen it, bro.
Oh
My
man,
own eyes.
man, yeah. My own family. We have about 4 or 5
Talk
people that
about
went.
it, Jerry.
Yeah, we got 4 people that was first team all county. We had my cousin Elroy Curry, first team all county. I was first team all county. I was All American too. My brother was first team all county. Bob B was first team all county. Rob G was first team all county, and we all got scholarships and stuff. You know, that was just from one family. Then you had the Wilsons downtown with Darryl and Kenny Wilson. You know, Kenny Wilson played for Villanova University, the Big East. On Pacific Avenue, you had three people that played in the Big East. It was I played for Seton Hall. Kenny Wilson played for Villanova. Emory Ward played for Rutgers University. And that's when Rutgers was in the Big East at the time. So all from one block, Pacific Avenue. So it was real down there. And look, and we used to come on the hill, man. They ain't like us, but we used to come on the hill, bust their ass. We used to go up on Audubon. Steve Frazier and all them cats will tell you. Yeah, we used to come up there and tear their ass up. Yeah. So nah. But we had great talent. But nah, man. Once again, I love Jersey City, and we got to figure out how to, you know, slow some of this bleeding down and try to put some like rent control situations in place. Figure out what's going to go on with that lawsuit so we could kind of reverse some of these things or just stabilize it. I don't know how you backtrack that once you know set the rates, but we got to at least stabilize it right now. And you know, Jersey City is I think second or third in the country in terms of rents. You know,
High rent?
in the country. Forget about this, the metropolitan, the country.
Damn.
Yeah, the country. So it's real. So when cats out here just playing around, man, look, it's real stuff going on around us, man. And we got to open our eyes and we got to come together on things.
So we getting towards the end, and we want to speak on what recently happened with you in a good light.
Right.
So you recently ran a campaign for the run of New Jersey General Assemblyman for District 31. You advanced from a Democratic primary on June 10th. Congratulations to that.
Thank you.
What inspired that move, and can you give us more information on what that position will hold for you?
Well, you know, to be honest, it wasn't kind of on my radar, but the the county, the county government, well, the county, the Hudson County Democratic Party came to me with this opportunity to run for assembly. And in my mind, you know, it was elected before Barbara Stamato took that seat. You know, it was an African American person there. And I always said, you know, like, it took us years to get these positions. And, you know, why give it up? So that's why I kind of like said, you know, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And plus, you know, you need people that's going to be in Trenton right now that could get things done and fight. And I know a lot of people down there already, so I'm going to hit the ground running. And I know people on both sides of the aisle. And the resources really going to be coming from the state because there's so many different cuts on a federal level. So I would rather be down in Trenton to make sure we can bring the proper resources back. So the General Assembly is like, to compare it to something, it's like the House. It's like for the federal, you got Congress. That's the equivalent to the General, you know, Assembly. Then you have the Senate. So everything comes to the Assembly first and then go to the Senate. That sort of stuff. So it passed through the houses. And that's why I think that there's a good opportunity for me to be down there so I could try to, like, you know, kind of like even out the playing field and make sure we get a lot more, you know, for our school systems, for Hudson County and Jersey City. But, you know, my district is District 31, so I don't just represent the whole Jersey City. I represent part of Jersey City, which is District 3. My commissioner area is our Ward A, Ward B, Ward F, and I think a little bit Ward E. I did a lot of redistricting, whatever, with the map. And then I also represent the whole Bayonne, also Kearney, New Jersey. So I've been out there a lot. So this campaign was a rigorous one, but it was something that was cool because I learned the difference between the cities. Like, you know, we all different, man. And, you know, the problems that we have here is not the problems that they have in Kearney. The problems that we have here is not the problems that they have in Bayonne. So it's cool just to, you know, get a chance to learn that. But that's pretty much how it's set up. Like, it's like a Congress type thing. Like, if you want to compare it to something, like Congress and the federal government. And I think I'm going to do good down there. I think I'm going to do well because I know a lot of people, and I'm going to hit the ground running. A lot of my Seton Hall people down there already. I know a lot of them already. I know a lot of the key people. You know, yeah, so I'm going to do a good job for Hudson County.
Yes, you will. I believe that.
And the last one for the campaign. So it's kind of like what Al said with people, you know, campaign politics. People run your name through the mud, say what they say. So during the campaign run, there was a racially charged ad about you, a controversial video that depicted you with darker skin,
Right.
and an altar photo with a Rolex watch.
Yeah.
It was all fake.
Yeah.
All fake.
Your response was, I think I should buy me a Rolex watch. And you happy to say this,
Yeah.
full up you lost. You want to clear that up?
Hey, man, look, you know, they were saying that, you know, they didn't have any doings with that, you know, with the Millers or whatever, but that's not true. Look, the PACs, you know, you don't supposed to have direct contact with the PACs that support you, but, you know, you put people in them PACs that you know.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. So you can't tell me that you didn't know all these negative things was gonna come out. Especially, it's like I don't even wear jewelry. Like I ain't never seen me with jewelry, right?
And the picture was crazy.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah.
really put it like
Like it
you
was like a
darker,
big old
and you
baby dark. That's a fake. That was like a racial undertone.
Had the Rolex on.
And look, and I never really been attacked like that. I'm like,
And like you was at a commissioner meeting.
yes.
So it was like,
So you see, I had like the original picture to that.
Right. Yeah.
My hand wasn't even up. They made my arm. My hand wasn't even up. My arm wasn't even up at that time. But you know, look, in politics, one thing for sure. And one of my mentors is Joe Caldwell, and he the one that kind of ran him and Bobby Jackson, and one that kind of got Glenn Cunningham. And God, wish Glenn was still alive. But I got Glenn Cunningham elected, and one of the things he was telling me, he said, look, if these folks is attacking you like that, that means they doing some sort of polling saying that my name is strong.
Yeah,
so that's why they was attacking me. I mean,
like that.
they sent out 4 or 5 mailers. I mean, the goddamn mail is like $32,000. I can't afford that. So I had to do some stuff on social media. I had to find some clips where, even with the mayor, I had to find a clip where he came to my recreation. Well, to the 150 where we do the vocational.
But
Yeah, and then they was trying to like misconstrue the money that I got from this foundation. Now, I'm gonna clear that up. So the money that we got from the foundation was what they call a restricted grant. You can only use it for the purpose of the grant. And the purpose of that grant that they gave me was the brick and mortar one to build out the vocation school.
Yeah.
We spent $850,000. The grant that they was talking about was only $250,000 that came from a foundation, and they kind of like made that seem like, you know, I was selling Jersey City out, and I'm like saying to myself, selling Jersey City out. I mean, I've been sacrificing, you know, most of my adult life. I've been doing what I'm doing. I mean, so and, you know, and I'm not a fly by night, and I got thick skin, so stuff like that, it kind of bothers you so much. Like I'm sitting watching the Knicks game with my boys. I got a half a load on, right? We chilling. So the commercial come up. Jerry Walker take hundreds. I'm watching the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. For real. I'm like, yo.
And your vote spoke for itself because you had the highest vote.
For
You had
real, for real.
700,000 something votes.
For real,
When
for
you
real.
went for assembly, I did my
Yeah.
research.
Yeah,
When you went
yeah.
for assemblyman.
Yeah,
you had the highest
I
votes
mean,
out
I
of
set a
everybody.
record, and then you know what's crazy? So I got this the breakdown on how much money people spent, and like the Barber and them, the Fulop camp, they spent like close to like $200,000 or something like that, on the run. Will my counterpart, he spent like $130,000. You know, everybody was in the six figures in spending.
Yeah.
I spent $37,000, and I came out on top because my work speaks for this. It speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? So and I, you know, $37,000 might seem like a lot, but it ain't nothing. Like I told you, in the political world, like doing one mail into all these towns, it's $32,000. So I couldn't even do that. So I went on. I got my man Mike Jack, 05 brother from Gifford. He's he a great. He know how to put together videos. He's very talented.
Yeah.
He went to and I need to hook up with him too. He went to NYU film school and all that, and he put together that video for me. And I just used it. I just hit it on social media, and it caught fire. It caught fire. It caught fire.
Yes,
the truth of the matter.
The truth.
Right.
Yeah, the truth of the matter. And then I'm proud of you too, Shawnee, because
I appreciate
you know,
that.
100%. We, you know, one of the things that I went down to Washington D.C. when all this gang stuff was going on, I'm like, man, we gotta do something to curb it. So I was doing research or whatever, and came up with this program, Incredible Mesher program, started in New York, but they moved it down to D.C. So I went down with King Tone and all of them, you know. So I went down there with Lacey and them, and I met them, and I went to their program, and I said, man, we gotta do this in Jersey City, in Hudson County. Brought it back to the county, met with the county executive, said, look, we gotta do this because this is gonna really help. And then we got the Incredible Messenger program, and then that's how Shawnee and, you know, Sean Bruce and all them guys and girls, that's how they started. And I commend you guys because the money haven't been there lately because there's been all kinds of stuff going on with that we ain't even gonna talk about. That's in the past. But rest assured, they still doing the work. I appreciate them, and that grant is out right now. And I think, I'm not sure if bids. I know Celeste, some people are trying to get the Incredible Messenger program back. But that's something that is cool because it used the people that kind of went through the system and have the respect of the neighborhood to curb some of the violence. Because that's what you know. When I was a kid, that like I looked up to cats like that. My man Heartbeat.
Yeah,
you know that was my
rest
you know
in peace to
that
Heartbeat.
rest in peace to Heartbeat. So you look up to people like that. Unfortunate, whatever the case may be, is the real is what it is in our community. So they doing an excellent job. That Incredible Messenger program that they never stop, and they stop getting paid too, guys. They stop getting paid. So when y'all see Shawnee, SB, all the people that was involved, thank them because they still doing the work. Thank them because I appreciate them, you know, staying fast on that, steadfast on that because it's something that's needed in our community. It's something that's helping. You know, last summer we had 0 homicides, and a lot of elected official or politicians asked, well, I ain't gonna cuss. Guys, this is a real show. We have to cuss. But anyway, but a lot of them will take credit. But in reality, it was the work what y'all was doing.
Absolutely.
Okay. It you know, it was the work what y'all was doing. I could try to take a little credit because I bought the resources, but it was boots on the ground on what y'all was doing. And that's important. And we appreciate you doing that, Shawnee, because I remember you, Shawnee. You used to have a book bag with the gun in it. You used to come down big.
Hey yo. Oh
But
shit.
I can do it now again. It's legal now. I got my shit legally now. So I'm straight now. I'm good.
Hey yo.
Yo, he said that to me one day. I said, yo, you remember that?
She's been out there with the book bag. I'm like, damn. No, but you was always cool though.
Yeah.
You was never like it's different. It's like you was never malicious.
Yeah.
See, that's a difference. Like you gonna hold your own,
Yeah.
but you wasn't malicious. Like there's a difference.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference, and you know, and obviously you're doing the right thing now, and we appreciate you. And you know, I appreciate this coming on this man and sharing my and this is my
appreciate
first.
you too, Jerry.
And that's my first interview,
first
man.
interview.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
We like
100%.
we 2-0 with that.
Yeah.
We had that with
First-
Tasha.
yes,
This
yeah,
is Tasha
yeah,
first
yeah,
interview.
Vaughn, too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Vaughn,
3-0.
Dr. Vaughn.
So the last 3.
Yeah, Natasha. Yeah, she worked with us too. She graduated. She was our valedictorian, our first class.
Yeah.
So we wound up hiring her. She like an
Good
A in the
teacher.
class. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we love her, man.
Full circle. Full
Yeah,
circle.
she loved it too.
Yeah, she there every day. But you know, peace in the Middle East and peace in Jersey City, man. You know, this is what it's about. We gotta come together, and I appreciate you guys doing this. And whatever I could do to advance what y'all doing, please feel free to call upon me. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know you mean that with everything. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's episode 18. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Alameen, U Street Podcast. Shout out to Shawnee. Shout out
Wait,
to our
hold on, you
guest host.
skipping a part.
No, I ain't skipping the part. I'm just giving a shout out to everybody.
All right.
Jerry Walker, you know what I mean? Go ahead, boss. Do your
It's
thing,
really
baby.
Al. The Al mate gave me the look, so I knew like, oh, I'm about to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So we normally end with a quote. So whatever is like your best quote, famous
Got
quote,
a
or
quote?
quote you live by.
Scripture.
It could be a scripture too.
No, I look. I said it earlier, man. My thing is the 3 Ds, which is dedication, determination, and discipline. And I feel like if you apply them 3 things to your life, you would have some success. So that I live by that. So if you ever see a T-shirt of mine or whatever, it says sponsored by Jerry Walker with the 3 Ds. And we teach the kids that on a daily basis. And before they dismiss, they say that, you know, dedication, determination, discipline, 1, 2, 3, Team Walker.
We probably gonna have to take that.
Yeah.
But this was episode
So
18.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Big shout out to Jerry. Thank you
Big
for
shout out to
having
Jerry
to
and the
sit down
Team
with
Walker
us.
Foundation.
For
Shout out to the Currys and the Walkers too, man.
Man,
clearing things up.
Yeah,
For
please.
coming into our setting.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
He said he was gonna come too. I'm like, Jerry, man, I'm
I'm
coming
like,
where
you
y'all
sure?
at.
Right.
Yeah,
Come where y'all at.
Oh.
yeah.
Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Absolutely,
They're coming
everything.
this November with
Yes,
the
yes,
Assemblyman.
yes.
And if anything we could do to help, you know, if anything I could do to help, whatever you need me to do, pass out, whatever, speak, do anything.
You know, just call us.
Just
I gotta
reach
ask you
out.
something too. We gonna wait till we end.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
reach
You
out
probably,
to
probably
me.
look at me like I'm
I
crazy.
can help with
Yeah, so-
everything, even if it's with the youth. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, definitely. Look, you gotta pay it forward.
Yeah,
You know,
I gotta
you
pay
it
mine
forward.
forward.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to.
Mr.
Yeah.
Anger.
I have to pay mine forward. Well, shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, Pastor, I know I ain't been to church. That's summertime hours, baby.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a lot,
I've been
baby.
slacking too, but I gotta get back into it, man. I ain't go today because I thought Cash Out was gonna do. I thought Cash Out was gonna do the barbecue, but it started kind of raining, so we was out at Berry Lanes
Oh, yeah,
Park.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I couldn't
yeah.
make it today. But
Yeah,
yeah, what happened? I be going, I do my church thing. I always tell you, I gotta go to
Yeah.
church tomorrow.
I'm
But
supposed to
that-
start going to church with him.
Yeah, but
Kinda
that,
You
ditched
should.
me. I,
At
no,
9
I
o'clock?
want to. He kind of ditched me.
I think that's what we missed. We gotta get our people back in church, man. That's
Yeah, man.
that. You know, church is the backbone
I think I
of
can
civil
they don't
rights.
understand how our church is. Our
Yeah,
church.
no, we ain't
I
just.
mean, he
Church
said
being
y'all moved up to
judgmental.
9 o'clock. I was good for 12.
No, we had the 11.
12, we 11, we're 12 now. We gonna go back to that. My mother
Yeah.
just do it for just because summertime, get people out a
Summertime.
little early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we ain't like my mother would say, hit it and quit it. My mother's not like be there for 5 hours.
No, we in and out,
we
baby.
in and out.
You gonna get what you
Yeah.
need in that short amount of time.
Out.
You could come like that. Come as
Yeah,
you
come
are.
as you
No,
call.
I'm coming.
We're
I'm coming.
very
Woo.
traditional,
I was
down
supposed
to
to
earth
start coming
church.
to Woo start slowly ditching me. But that's another story for a different day. But shout out to episode 18. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to me and Woo. We thank you guys for tuning in. And we're out.
Peace.